Welcome back to the official podcast home of the Association for Materials Protection and Performance. I'm Ben Dubose, news editor with the AMP publications team. AMP, of course, is the shorthand acronym for the association. And as far as the publications, we've got three distinct brands and outlets. That's Coatings Pro Magazine, Materials Performance Magazine, and Corrosion Journal. All are housed within our publications group. As far as AMP, the big story for us is that we recently wrapped up the 2026 AMP Annual Conference and Expo. Held in late March in Houston, it was a record-setting show with more than 6,300 attendees and over 350 exhibitors, including 72 exhibitors that were brand new and also 13 new sponsors. Houston is home to one of AMP's global headquarters, so we were absolutely thrilled to be able to welcome so many people to our backyard. And then as far as AMP publications, one of the brand new offerings for us at this year's conference was our AMP Media Studio. It was basically a recording studio inside the larger AMP booth at the exhibit hall. And so what we did there, we brought in and interviewed a handful of leaders within both the association as well as the broader industries and markets that we serve. Topics of discussion included highlights of the show, industry trends, feedback from the market, as well as a few random things that are unique to each person's background. So throughout the spring, what we're doing here on this channel is playing back those one-on-one exclusive interviews that we taped from the show. We may also use some of those quotes in future articles within our print publications or on the websites, so please stay tuned for that. But the first step is publishing the interviews and letting you all take a listen, and so that's what we're doing right now. Let's roll the tape. Ben Dubose, news editor, AMP Media. We're back on the show floor at the 2026 AMP Annual Conference and Expo in Houston inside the AMP podcast studio. We've now got a great guest, Matthew Rowland. He's the CEO of BlastOne International based in Columbus, Ohio. By the way, site of the 2027 AMP Annual Conference and Expo, just 13 months away. We'll talk about that momentarily, but Matthew, thanks so much for stopping by. Why don't you introduce yourself and your company for anyone that's not familiar?
Thanks, Bo. Yeah, my name is Matthew Rowland. I'm the global CEO of BlastOne. BlastOne started over 50 years ago, focused on corrosion management and working with a range of asset owners and contractors working in what is a really important space in our industry. 15 years ago, we came here to North America and continue to enjoy really good growth and really excited about partnering with our customers to continue to drive innovation and success in their projects.
Yep. And so you all have a booth and a presence in the exhibit hall. When folks have stopped by your booth this week, what do they want to know from you guys?
Yeah, we've got a great booth here. I encourage people to drop by. But what our customers are really looking for is what's an edge in terms of projects and technology. So demands on our customers are getting greater and greater. Asset owners are looking to improve efficiency. Demand for new assets is increasing. We're seeing a lot of work across defense. But across all fabrication and industry across here in North America and globally. And what our customers need is better technology to do the work. So they can do it faster, cleaner, and safer, and looking for ways to really augment the labor to make sure that projects are run successfully.
When you're walking the exhibit hall or you're going to other sessions throughout the conference, what stood out to you about this week at AMP 2026, the conversations taking place, the dialogue that you're having, conference overall, what stood out?
I think there's a real buzz across the show this year. So seeing really good stands, really good traffic, lots of contractors and customers here really looking to understand what the opportunities are. So it's great to see the whole industry lifting at the moment. So really exciting as our customers are really looking at what is the next technology to help them to be successful. So I can see more innovation in the industry, which is great. We really focus on relentless innovation across BlastOne to come up with the next generation of technology, but we're seeing more of that across the industry. We're seeing more robotics, seeing more drones, we're seeing more advanced technology coming into our industry, which is a great development.
Yeah, and you all at BlastOne, your innovations, you certainly have innovative products and technologies, but you've also rolled out something new this week that's innovative in a different way. You've got this contractor efficiency network that I know is, has a lot of potential that you all are excited about. Tell us a bit about what that is and what you're introducing to the industry.
Yeah, great. We have what's called Performance Cubed, which is really working with our clients to help them understand what the challenges are and also bringing innovations to every stage of their work, how they can do things faster and more efficiently, and looking at those 1% improvements that they can make right across the work site and with their equipment as well. So we're seeing that this program is really driving success for our clients, and we're seeing a lot more interest in rolling out this program.
And then when it ultimately, I mean, the objective is to help them do their jobs more efficiently and ultimately lead to more successful projects. When they do that, what are the ways that you all recognize your contractors who do go, beyond the call and deliver these excellent results?
This year, we've just launched our Performance Cubed award program for outstanding customers. So what we're doing is recognizing the teams that sit within our customers and where they go above and beyond and really deliver an excellent result. So we've been working with our clients to benchmark and understand the performance of those projects and really calling out where we see that really outstanding work. And what we're really seeing is these teams be very innovative around how they're going about their work and getting to be smarter and more efficient in executing their projects.
And you see and hear a lot at the AMP 2026 show on the topic of workforce development. If you look outside our Fishbowl booth, AMP's got its new Talent Force initiative. Do awards like these potentially help when it comes to, workforce development? Because, a big part of not just recruiting, but retaining workers is making them feel valued. So when you're able to, present awards like these to contractors, other entities throughout the chain, does it not help with some of these broader issues with workforce development that we've been discussing all week?
Absolutely. So we find a lot of the people in our industry are kind of silent. They're not recognized for the work that we do. So that's why we're really excited to launch this program, because the workforce is critical. Demand is increasing, and we just don't have enough trained people in our industry to perform the work that is required. So we invest very heavily in training, and we've seen a real growth in training right across the industry. So we're regularly deploying our team to go out on site and also run dedicated training sessions in our own facilities. We're seeing that demand increase, and we're seeing a recognition of the work that people do in our industry is really important. And the more we do to recognize that work, the better position we'll be in.
Yep. So 2026 has been a big year for me because I'm based in Houston. It's one of AMP's global headquarters. So I've had the luxury of having a home game, if you will, at this conference. Next year, you will have a home game because we mentioned off the top, BlastOne based in Columbus, and Columbus is the site of the 2027 AMP Annual Conference and Expo next April. What are your thoughts looking ahead to 2027? I know BlastOne is working on some really cool things, at least one in collaboration with AMP. Just early thoughts on the 27 show and what opportunities that brings you all, given your Columbus roots.
Yeah, we're really excited to be the host city for the conference next year. Columbus is a fantastic city. It's growing quickly and is a great location for conference next year. And we're really looking forward to hosting that. And we're working with AMP and others to make sure that it's a really outstanding event. So we've got some really exciting customer and technology demonstrations that we're planning. So really looking forward to next year.
Absolutely. And for anyone that wants more details, you can just go to the conference website, ace.amp.org. We'll have more information shortly. For anyone that wants to learn more about BlastOne, what are the best ways that they can do that? I'm assuming it's website and social media, but just use this space to plug whatever you'd like to plug.
Yeah, so we've got a great website, so blastone.com, blastone.com. Great resource, not only for understanding BlastOne as a company, but it's got great knowledge resources in there, great training for industry. So please use that website, and it's a great way to connect with our business and understand the capability and technologies that we have available.
Yep. Excellent insight from Matthew Rowland, CEO of BlastOne International. Matthew, thanks so much for stopping by the booth.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
All right, that will do it for this interview from the 2026 AMP Annual Conference and Expo. But please stay tuned throughout the spring because we've got quite a few of these that are debuting on our AMP and Coatings Pro Magazine podcast channels. We've already posted quite a few as well, so check out the archives if you haven't been listening over the past few weeks. Our hope is that the information and insights from these conversations will ultimately benefit our readers, association members, and the industry as a whole. And beyond the podcast channels, don't forget to check out our print publications, our social media pages, and our websites for Coatings Pro Magazine, Materials Performance Magazine, and Corrosion Journal. All of those brands are housed within our AMP Publications family, and we'll have lots of great exclusive content from the show coming out in the days and weeks ahead. Just stick with us and we'll have more to come. Anyway, that will do it for today. On behalf of our entire editorial team, I'm Ben Dubose, news editor for the AMP Publications Group. We appreciate you so much for checking out this interview, and please come back soon for more exclusive coverage of the 2026 AMP Annual Conference and Expo.